I'm so excited for this season. I mean, we got Cam Newton. We still have our players. Um, Hopefully Cam Newton can teach Jarrett Stidham about the whole run game and how to be a quarterback. I know we had Tom Brady and all, but I think Cam and Jarrett Stidham, I think it'll be a good pairing. So apparently players got an option to not play for this season. So I'll probably make a video of that. So alright, thanks Jimmy. Okay, so what we got? Oh no. Oh no.
You serious?
So we do Patreon, right? I'm here as Patreon, and we might not make the playoffs now. Wild, and today we're talking about teams that are losing players because they're opting out of the season because of the coronavirus, either because they just don't want to get infected, or the fact that they have families, which these guys are like 20, at least to the 40s. So, I mean, they do have families. So, let's talk about all the players that are just opting out. The Jets, C.J. Mosley, Bears, Eddie Goldman, Bill Lutili, Chiefs, Laurent Duvernay, Tarfy, running back Damian Williams, Giants, Nate Solder, Packers, Devin Funchess, Vikings, Michael Pierce. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know, it's just, I mean, they're not big pieces. I mean, for the Giants, Nate Solder will be a terrible loss. Different franchise. I mean, you guys didn't really have a second wide receiver, but I mean, different franchise is probably the best thing you guys had. The Chiefs are losing the running back. I don't know. It's just okay. Let's talk about the Patriots because I know that's what you guys came here for. So. We lost Marcus Cannon, Patrick Chung, Dante Hightower, Dan Vitale. This is interesting because in us losing those pieces, we are going to have three interesting topics we need to talk about. So let's just get into the main one. One, our defense. I think our defense will be fine. It won't be as good, but I think it will be fine. It'll still be a top 5. Because here, think about this right this. Bill Belichick is a defensive mind. One of the greatest defensive minds in NFL history. He's one of the few defensive minds in the NFL, actually, because most of them are just offense, like Andy Reid and Sean Payton. Guys who are defensive minds are Tom Coughlin for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the head coach from Buffalo, who I can't remember, but I'm not going to search up because he's ready to take over the AFC East. And I don't want him to do that. But yeah, technically those are defensive head coaches. But I think we're going to do fine. I mean, Bill Belichick has won 6 Super Bowls, been to 9. Well, with the Patriots, because not many people remember Bill Belichick has been with more than just the Patriots. He had his run with the Browns. He was one of the better head coaches, even though they were alright. And he had his run as the defensive head coach with the New York Giants. He have won Super Bowls there. So this guy has been to 12 Super Bowls, won more than 6, and has shown that he is good with defenses. So I think we're going to be good on the defense. Now the two other ones I want to talk about, which are the more interesting ones I want to talk about, is the offensive line and the quarterback position. I'll talk about the quarterback position later, but let's talk about the whole offensive line, because that connects with the quarterback. So quarterbacks usually, if they have good offensive lines, they should do well, right? I mean, a good example would be, ironically, the Colts. They have a good offensive line. Unfortunately for Andrew Luck, it only became good the same season when he retired. Ironically, that happened. So, I mean, you guys were like years late, but I mean, hopefully you guys can block for Phil Rivers. Oof. But the offensive line, that's gonna be very interesting because I don't know how well that would do. And to be honest, I think we are actually going to have a hard time trying to replace our offensive line. Why does that matter? The quarterback position. Because here's the thing. Which quarterback are we going to put in? Are we going to put in Cam Newton? Someone who had a broken ankle? And someone who had surgery on his ankle and shoulder? Who, depending how well he does this season, will depend on his career in the future in the NFL? Or are we going to put in our second year quarterback who only played one game, who only played 4 plays, which one of them was an interception, which led for a touchdown, because he overthrew it. Because just like Tom Brady, when he started as a quarterback, you get overhyped. You start thinking a little too much, and then you let the flow of your fingers overthrow the wide receiver. So, because Tom Brady wasn't always great, because Tom Brady threw like a lot of throws, which are like, if you didn't overthrow them, they would be good. Are we gonna put in Jarrett Stidham, right? I mean, it's very interesting. Or hell, are we gonna put in Brian Holter? I mean, he's like, what, 38? I mean, well, we had him as our starter when Brady was out for the whole season. He went 10-6, so, I mean, who knows? But the point is, if our offensive lineman is going to be terrible, then our quarterback needs to know how to scramble. Cam Newton knows how to scramble. Jarrett Stidham will probably learn from Cam, and Brian Holter is just there. I don't know, just there. But if Cam gets injured because of the offensive line, because how bad it is, Jarrett Stidham is going to be put in that same fire. So, unless our offensive line is going to be good, our quarterbacks are going to be screwed over. And here's the thing. A perfect example of this, how a quarterback like Jarrett Stidham will turn out, will be Mason Rudolph, right? Mason Rudolph played well when he started. The second game, he got a concussion from the Baltimore Ravens because he got hit in the head. I don't think a play was called, and then didn't play well. I'm assuming because he panicked and realized that he doesn't want to get hit and have the pass dead again, which if that's the occasion, then I feel bad for Rudolph. But yeah, I don't want Stidham to get hit like Rudolph did, and then feeling like he doesn't need to get hit. That would just be terrible, because I want Jarrett Stidham to succeed. I made a whole video talking about how Jarrett Stidham is the next GOAT, how he is a better quarterback than Tom Brady was, because Jarrett Stidham needed someone like Brady. Jarrett Stidham had wheels. Like, he wasn't just a pocket passer. Jarrett Stidham can run. He's not like a Lamar Jackson. He's not even a Deshaun Watson. He's more like a Patrick Mahomes, you know what I mean? In fact, I would say he's a little faster than Mahomes. But, point, he's more like Mahomes, right? He's not the fastest, but he isn't slow. He can run when he wants to run. But, I don't know. It's just, depending on which quarterback we play and depending how our offensive line is, that's going to depend how the season goes for us. So, yeah, I mean, I hope we do well, but, I mean, I wouldn't mind just missing the playoffs this season due to the fact of coronavirus. I mean, we get an early draft pick we haven't had for a bit. But, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, if the Buccaneers get screwed over, then I'm cool with that too. I'm cool with Tom Brady and coronavirus. I shouldn't say that. That's a joke. I'm not okay with someone getting coronavirus. That's very dangerous. Alright, kids, wash your hands. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'm your host, Patron World. And yeah, this is coronavirus's year. We're out.